Erika grieved her husband for a solid 28 minutes, y'all. Erika Kirk looks like a hoey Cabbage Patch doll.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day.
Sure has.
Trust me, you're not a grifter, honey. It's all good.
So from the grifter herself, Erika Kirk, Freudian slip there. I think she's thinking about grifting so much. It's just on her mind constantly. So it just had to come out.
And you have amazing role models like the assassin JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that...
Why did she say that?
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
Assistant, maybe?
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. I will not judge that.
Sister. Thank you.
I don't think I've even heard about this being talked about on a crazy amount of YouTube videos addressing the tpusa conference and everything. Nicki Minaj literally called JD Vance an assassin. How do you even let that slip? Like, what word could she have meant to say besides assassin? I mean, he's the vice president, so assistant. I don't even think you would call the vice president an assistant. I mean, I don't know. I'm just theorizing. Possibly, well, they're all in the same big club and we're not in it. And Nicki Minaj may be controlled opposition. And they're revealing the truth right in front of our eyes. And perhaps JD Vance knew. I'm not even stating anything as 100% fact, but just theorizing, just coming up with something in my head. What if JD Vance had knowledge of Charlie Kirk's assassination before it actually happened and he was a part of it? Just thinking. I'm not accusing him of anything, but that is really weird how Nicki Minaj would say that about, like, what could she have meant? Let me know. I really want to know your thoughts on this. Like, have you even seen this part of the conference? Has anybody even addressed this? I haven't seen anything about this. I would think if people would have caught this, it would be all over YouTube, clipped. Because they literally talked about somebody's going to clip this. But, I mean, it's worthy to be clipped because what could she have meant? I don't know. Y'all, everyone is calling out Erika Kirk for looking demonic here and other moments. Y'all, I promise you mess with my family, I will look just like this and on any given day due to my God-given RBF. Get over yourself, you know you look like this 200 times a day. Y'all are getting ridiculous. I guarantee if you were going through what she is, there is no doubt you would look the same. Stop fooling yourselves. I mean, I wouldn't look demonic. I may look a bit angry, but there's a difference between being angry and looking like a straight demon, looking like the Jezebel herself. There's a difference, y'all. I'm sure she got a lot of pushback on this post because this is Threads, and I'm sure most people on Threads do not like Erika Kirk. I'm pretty sure. I actually noticed in terms of like left versus right, there's more leftists on Threads. And many leftists, they don't like Erika. I don't have a super devoted side politically because I know who's in ultimate control over all of this stuff, which I cannot even really name on here because it will get censored and flagged and all that type of stuff. But the right and left divide is just basically like a black and white little puppet game. You know, the president's a puppet. He doesn't have that much control, if I'm being honest. And actually, they use that against us. The elites use that. The right versus left, black versus right, red versus blue. It's all two sides of the same coin. There's an ultimate evil power that controls everything. Anyways, don't get too deep into that. Can we please normalize not giving Erika Kirk a effing platform. Man, look how many likes. I'm telling you, people on threads do not like Erika Kirk. Golly, 46,000 likes. I mean, at this point, she basically is platforming herself at this point. I mean, you have a high profile political figure that was assassinated, her husband. So it's kind of like at this point, she's just going to have the platform. She's just going to have it. I don't know how long, but she's going to have it for however long. But I get it. I get her frustration. Bro, this isn't natural. Definitely not. Here we got some support from Erika Kirk, and I've seen this lady on social media before. I have no idea why she's lacking this much discernment, honestly, because she is lacking. She says, people are demonizing Erika Kirk because they don't understand that Christians don't grieve like the world grieves. When you have Jesus, there is still mourning, but he also gives us unexplainable peace, hope, and strength through it all. And that's true. When you lose a loved one, you also get peace, unexplainable peace, hope, and strength. With that said, I don't see any good evidence that Erika is actually a believer, and I see a lot of evidence that she's actually acting. So this would make sense if she was a true believer, which I haven't even seen her profess the gospel of Jesus Christ. Correct me in the comments if she has. Send me a link to where she has understood the gospel and says she believes in the actual true gospel. But also your discernment meter should be going off when you look at Erika, hear her speak, watch her mannerisms. Something is very off with her. I don't know why this Christian influencer has made this comment. It just, yeah, it's a shame. A lot of atheists and agnostics would look at a comment like this and just be like, man, these Christians are insane. But just know, if you're watching this and you're not a believer, you're an atheist or agnostic, we don't all agree on everything. I highly disagree with Hannah Janelle Williamson here. Yeah, I think Erika is evil. You see somebody just below that. Girl, no. Her husband's estate was worth $12 million. She still racked up $6 million GoFundMe. Ooh. They launched an apparel line and had merch tables at the memorial. She's an educated career woman who is more than capable of providing for her kids. She's not grieving, she's grifting. Like we just saw in the Freudian slip, we just saw that there.
Caleb has persisted with the same gift.
Jesus wasn't at the memorial. Whoa. I mean, if he wasn't there, then he wasn't there. I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there. But based on the evidence I've seen, the Lord is not backing TPUSA based on what I understand that they believe and what they teach and what they understand. I don't believe God is backing TPUSA at this point. If he had been, he would have flipped those merch tables over, which Jesus did literally do in the synagogues with the money changers. I'm wondering about her 3-year-old daughter. She must be a very confused little girl now, and her mother is busy running 3 businesses. You cannot tell me that she's at home with the children. I mean, yeah, Erika's all over the place. What is her children doing during this time? That she's always away doing these tours, these WWE wrestling match tours. I feel like her children is getting super neglected at home. Like maybe they have a babysitter, but it's just like, I don't think she could be spending much time with her child. I don't know, but I just don't think she can. The GoFundMe payments were tithes. That's actually hilarious right there. Welcome to my husband's memorial. I mean, basically, that's kind of what the TPUSA stage looks like. Man, y'all would say anything in your psychosis, but I've seen Christians grieve, and it looks nothing like what that woman is doing. This post is complete and utter bollocks. Isn't that a British term, I think? Why did Jesus weep when he thought Lazarus was dead? And this is the thing that I think a lot of Christians don't get. Christ actually cried. He wept when there was a loss. And so it's not wrong for Christians to weep and cry and grieve when somebody dies. Even though we're giving that unexplainable peace and joy in our Lord and Savior, we can still be sad. As Ecclesiastes states, there's a time for crying, there's a time for sadness, there's a time for mourning. That's what the Bible literally states. There's a time for mourning. And it also states that you should mourn with those who mourn. So just because we have Jesus and we're Christians doesn't mean we can't grieve and be sad. It's part of the human experience. And that's why Jesus wept. He was fully man and fully God. He says, according to you, he should have started celebrating. That's a good point right there. Good point. Erika Kirk also admitted to being on a Christian dating app not even a week later. So much for grieving. Did she admit that? Because I feel like that would break headlines if she admit. I haven't heard that. I really have not heard that. If she admitted that, that's kind of bad. A week? I haven't heard that. So can anybody verify that? That's crazy. The right celebrating Charlie Kirk's death is wrong. Also the right. And again, I don't want to get too deep into the political divide here. I know who's ultimately controlling the right versus left. And it has to do with a certain country where the prime minister is Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu. Yeah. Israel is essentially controlling politics and the government in the USA. This whole right versus left thing is to get us to fight each other, black versus white, conservative versus liberal. Understand who's the real enemy here. It's that country where Bibi Netanyahu is. And even above them, it's Satan, the most evil being in the universe. He is real. And people like Bibi Netanyahu and Ben Shapiro, they serve Satan. Okay? So anyways, but there's so much political fighting between the right versus left, especially on this app on Threads. But I mean, they have a point with this specific conference here. I mean, it definitely looks like a WWE wrestling match. I'm a Christian. I agreed with my husband for a long while, and he was a bad person. I don't know why that was funny, but it was a little bit. I didn't create a dating site, jump on a podcast, or have pyrotechnics at his funeral.
Game over.
I'd argue the real issue people are having is that she sold merch at the memorial, raised over $6 million on GoFundMe, monetized his death, and even created a dating app. Did she really create a dating app? Are you serious? I never heard about that. Can somebody verify what that is? It appears she's prioritizing profit over grief. There, I fixed your post for you. Yo, she's getting ate up in these comments, honestly. I mean, she has a good amount of likes going back up. Look at those. But she's getting ate up in the comments. This is the whole boyfriend drama that it's hard for me to keep up with, y'all. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with all the news. Like, it just kind of is. I'm trying my best, though.
I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than going. I don't drink. I find it unproductive.
I do want to pause here and talk about Erika Kirk on Summer House. Mind you, she was on season 3, which was filmed the summer of 2018. And apparently her and Charlie did start dating the summer of 2018 as well.
Cheers, everyone.
This is ridiculous.
I also
This strong,
really
yeah?
straws.
Okay, that's good.
You're a bright light in a very dark place.
So let's go grab a mojito. Yeah. Totally attracted to it. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
How do you text with those nails that long too?
They're real.
I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another.
I don't think Erika found that strange because I think she did the same thing. It's called dating. No one's bashing that, but I don't know why she's lying about it. And yesterday we talked about Cabot Phillips, who she dated in 2017, and it seems like they dated for the majority of the year in 2017. And yes, it's Cabot Phillips who apparently is doing the How to Lead Like Charlie college tours for tpusa now. Interesting. But there's also another boyfriend. His name is Tyler Massey, and she dated him in 2015. Here we have them doing Fashion Week in Phoenix together. And in the caption to this photo posted by Jack Nicole, so Jack Nicole was the designer of Erika's outfit. Hashtag this photo cute couple. And here's some more photos that were posted on Twitter. Another photo, okay, another one too, because these two are just so wonderful. Hashtagged in love. This was posted March of 2015. Captioned, prepping another couple's gallery for delivery. So why lie in this interview that's like a week old? So Erika Kirk actually had 2 boyfriends within the 5 years before meeting Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, it's just really fishy. All the relationships she's been in, all the lies. You can't keep up. That's what liars do. They're just going to continue to lie. Just expect it.
365, where you read the Bible in a year with us.
Sure.
Yep, your life will be changed forever.
I'm engaged. Would you like to introduce yourself, or should I introduce you? All right, we'll try it again. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show. Joining me is the most special guest, my fiance, Erika. Welcome to The Charlie Kirk.
I'm not going to be able to focus sitting this close to him. Hello. I'm not going to be able to focus looking right at you. I'm just going to be staring at you. I'm kind of nervous, you guys.
She's nervous.
Okay, well, until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes, you know, don't lecture people.
100%. Stop.
There's emojis right here.
That's all I have to say. Stop. We serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that. He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
For Taurus, we said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that his will be done. That's what we did.
He's in heaven. Faith is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And I am not going to let the enemy have a foothold in my life.
I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think. It seems like she just got more demons right after his death. Maybe because she made a certain covenant or deal with the devil, perhaps. After he actually was assassinated, all those demons and wicked spirits went into her. And that's kind of what you see in her eyes. Just theorizing, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. The supernatural world is very real. And actually, this world of just physicality is less real than the spiritual world. So the spiritual world is more real than this physical world because this physical world is temporary. The spiritual world literally lasts forever, eternity. And there's no time there. There's time here. It's going to end. This temporary world is going to end. So the spiritual realm is much more real. Ah, this one. Look at this. And look, it will be different because I think Charlie Kirk kind of wanted this grand ceremony. But when he was actually alive, now that he's died, and there should be some more grieving, I believe, it's different now because Charlie Kirk is not around. If he was alive and nothing crazy bad happened with tpusa, there's been no trauma, then this would, I guess, be okay. But the leader of the whole movement was assassinated brutally. And so I get why a lot of people don't like this. All the flashing lights, the pyrotechnics, the glimmer and glitz and all that. And they brought Nicki Minaj on too, which kind of irritated me. Yeah, Nicki Minaj is on here. Nicki Minaj uses the word assassin to describe JD Vance and then immediately realizes what she said in front of Erika Kirk, who responds with laughter. Why did she call him an assassin? I might ask AI, what could Nicki Minaj have meant when she said that? Assassin, JD Vance. Non-biased, just asking the question to see what she could have meant. I said, I recently caught Nicki Minaj at the tpusa amfest conference calling JD Vance an assassin, and it was a mistake, but I'm wondering what she could have been meaning to say that is somewhat close to the word and have no idea. What do you think? So let's see what intelligent AI thinks. This was definitely an awkward moment at amfest. Yeah, for sure. Nicki Minaj was like, the widow of Charlie Kirk, who was tragically assassinated just months ago in September, which made the slip up particularly sensitive. While she hasn't explicitly confirmed the exact words she tripped over, there are a few likely candidates based on the context of her speech and how she was praising the vice president as a role model. Asset. I don't think she was trying to say asset astute. I don't think that ascendant. No, I don't think that sharp for killing it. I don't think so. The moment was notable because Nicki appeared visibly shaken and tearful after the slip. Erika Kirk handled it graciously, telling her, words are words, I know your heart. And JD Vance later joked about it during his own set. Wow, he did? Saying he was just glad she didn't think he looked like the JD Vance meme in person.
And you have amazing role models like the assassin JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
like, okay, the only thing I could think of is that she may have been thinking about Charlie Kirk's assassination, but it still doesn't make too much sense why she would call JD Vance assassin. She seems a bit almost drunk, a little bit, how she's talking. What are the people saying in the comments? I'm very curious. These people are so dumb. I am tripping right now. Why is Nicki Minaj on stage with Erika Kirk? My mistake, I was thinking of Cardi B. Why did she call Vance an assassin in the first place? Is that Erika Kirk in a commercial?
I've tasted other cocos. This is the best.
the hell does this have to do with anything?
You're having a nervous breakdown. That's what's happening.
You're part of this.
Why don't
What
you let
is
me fix you
this?
some?
What is that? Jim Carrey and Erika Kirk in a commercial? That is weird. What is that? That is so, I'm just seeing all this weird stuff today, making this video with y'all that I never knew has been happening. Is it just me, or does Nicki seem like she's under the influence? Not an excuse, but she feels very off. Why does she call JD Vance the assassin? This is so effing weird. I hate this timeline. Yeah, I mean, none of this is making sense, y'all. Unless my theory is potentially correct.
Welcome back to Jake GTV. With the holidays underway, we want to make sure you celebrate Hanukkah.
Right, because this is a Jewish country, right, Trumpstein?
Together, let us honor the eternal flame and the faith that has always protected the Jewish people. You are protected. You are special, special people.
Thanks, Trumpstein. Good thing you're chosen. And behind me is the humping wall where Congress just can't get enough. Pretty freaky stuff. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ching Chong. And speaking of Israel, what's going on with Erika Kirk?
Her and Candace were supposed to meet, but Erika wanted her privacy.
That's what we call fake and gay. The good thing she's like really godly and never dated before Charlie and stuff.
Right. Her roommate was the freak. Just ask Erika.
What I will say is when I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive, not because I'm holier than whatever. I just don't operate that way.
Did she just lie on national television?
Yeah, twice. Anyways, breaking news. Erika Kirk has allegedly been seen at Fort Huachuca the day before her husband died.
What the heck?
Right? Check this out.
You know, some other pictures that came up with other people.
What other people? Other pictures?
This is Mitch. Homie's a legit veteran who uncovered the U.S. involvement in cartels and was silenced. He's the one who saw Erika.
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before, and she was with that man in the lobby, and that man, he was present at that meeting.
All right, so in plain English, that means that Erika's sketchy as f***. Let's bring in Stu Peters to break it down for the normies.
He says that he's 99% sure that he saw Erika Kirk at Fort Huachuca with the likes of Brian Harpole and Congressman Mark Amity and a bunch of military officers. And again, Mitch says that he's 99% certain that this is what he saw.
Shut it down, Stu. And Candace, remember what we told you in our private little meeting. Walk back your statements and simmer down, or you end up like Jackie.
This is on the 8th. Maybe she was in the hotel, but maybe she was there for a different reason. Maybe she was there because she's always been open about the fact that her mother moved to Arizona because she got involved with the military. So that could be totally unrelated to the meeting that took place on the 9th.
Good girl. Just because Erika's parents have ties to Raytheon Israel and her mom moved to Arizona and they're seen at Huachuca 2 days prior to his shooting doesn't mean we did it. Right, Candace?
It almost seems like he's demanding that nobody inquire further about Erika Kirk. It's odd because Ben had no allegiance to Charlie Kirk when he was alive. So what is it about Charlie's widow in particular that is inspiring his very public nervous breakdown? And every time he speaks, I grow more certain that Israel might be involved with 9/10.
You stupid little goyim. How dare you insult my chosenness? It's like you dark people like to just yap and yap. It's like Israel did this, Israel did that. Yeah, we get it. We do a lot of things. So stop.
Gosh, didn't they lead the slave trade too?
Yeah, literally. If the trading day landed on a Jewish holiday, there weren't enough buyers to justify keeping it open.
So Talmudic. Candace, go Max.
Yeah.
And truly, Ben Shapiro, you and the midget horse that you rode in on. And I say that on behalf of the world.
Shut it the heck down! We chose a private meeting so you would stop asking questions. Now, back to the Jewish celebration. It's the holidays, for God's sake!
Good call, Producer Berg. And what better way to celebrate the holidays than ushering in the synagogue of Satan? This is what we all voted for, am I right?
Isn't that a good going? You just keep sending your little taxpayer money to our country, and we won't bring out the Samson option. Wow, can't wait to lose my First Amendment rights. All to fulfill the chosen people prophecy.
How do we battle anti-Semitism on the internet? How are we doing better on algorithms? What companies can we work with? We are going to have a whole division within the office of the Special Envoy to combat anti-Semitism, because that's what the secretary wants and that's what the president wants.
Yeah, because controlling the media will definitely shut down the stereotypes. Let's see how that goes over with the crowd.
If you will not stand with Israel and the Jews, no, then I will not stand with you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, so that was a pretty funny post right there. This guy just AI reels and just puts all the kind of current media news together and makes AI posts about it. I think it's hilarious. Jake GTV, if you want to follow him. But yeah, that about wraps it up, y'all. Let me know what you think about this. Kind of following a similar format of my video that went a little bit viral. My first Erika Kirk video that hit about 25,000 views at this point, which is kind of viral for me. And so I never was expecting that, just reviewing Threads posts. And I'm like, whoa, this is kind of hitting the algorithm. So, all right, let me do it again. And let me know what you think. If you want me to continue kind of reviewing Threads posts and just reading the comments, what people are saying about current news and the whole Candace Owens, Erika Kirk situation, or whatever happens next in the news. Appreciate y'all for watching. Again, let me know what you think about this whole Nicki Minaj calling JD Vance an assassin. Super weird stuff today. I don't get what's happening. But let me know what you think about that, because it doesn't make sense. And may the Lord keep you. May he bless you. May he shine his face upon you always and give you peace. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, amen. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you shall be saved.